is Aditya. I'm the head of business development for the US and Europe at Novotech. Novotech is a global CRO. We have 3,000 full-time employees with a presence in North America, Europe, Asia Pac, and South Africa. So over the last few months, I would say more prominent in the last couple quarters, we've seen a lot of biotechs starting to consider ex-US strategies. So looking at different parts of the world like Australia, Asia Pac, Eastern Europe in particular, even China, to develop their early phase programs. From a funding perspective, we've also seen many challenges to raising capital. So companies that have assets that are looking to develop their clinical programs, the emphasis has been put on having data sets in later stage programs, which helps raise capital. But if they have early stage assets, there's an emphasis on getting to proof of concept data in a reasonable time frame. So with a tough funding environment and an emphasis on getting to clinical data, we've seen early stage biotechs really narrow their focus on a lead asset. I think Australia has a fantastic environment for companies looking to quickly get into clinic from a regulatory perspective, from a cost perspective, and from a quality perspective. The data that comes out of Australia can be used for FDA and EMA submissions, which is critical to the growth of a lot of these early stage biotechs. So for other countries that are looking to compete, it's having a regulatory process or a system that enables or encourages other companies that may have first-in-human programs to look at their geographies versus the FDA or the EMA. You'd have to look at the whole therapeutic landscape. And so we know that oncology trials typically make up about 30 to 40% of the market share of total clinical trials. So overall, we looked at both the total interventional trials in the industry. That's down about 20% year over year when you're looking at first half 24 versus first half of 2025. Oncology, like you mentioned, went from having a little over 600 programs to now just a little over 200. So that's 66% drop. What's interesting about this is we also took a look at Australia and New Zealand as a proxy to understand, are we seeing the same level of decrease in other areas that tend to be geographies for early stage biotech? And the takeaway there is it is remarkably less. So while overall activity is lower, the rate at which the trials are decreasing is more pronounced in the US. And this suggests that early stage biotechs are becoming more sophisticated when they're thinking about their early stage programs and strongly considering other geographies. So overall, therapeutically, all indications have taken a reduction, but the two areas that stand out, and this is based off of recent data that's come out, obesity trials and trials that involve RNA type of therapeutics or modalities, those tend to retain better value. Over the last month, we've seen an uptick in oncology, autoimmune, CNS, and certain rare diseases. So that does cover a wide berth of some of the clinical trials out there. But in general, obesity and RNA therapeutics tend to be doing the best this year.